The silent toxin load. I want to begin with something that might sound unsettling. In my years as a physician, I've seen hundreds of patients walk into my office with the same complaints: fatigue, bloating, stubborn weight, poor sleep, breakouts, and sometimes even mood swings they couldn't explain. Many of them had already been tested by other doctors. Their blood work, normal. Their scans, unremarkable. And yet, they felt far from well. So what was going on? The answer, I came to realize, often wasn't a glaring disease or a missing vitamin. It was something more subtle, more insidious: the silent accumulation of toxins inside the body. You see, we live in a world our organs weren't designed for. Our ancestors didn't face a daily onslaught of refined sugar, processed fats, air pollution, heavy metals, chronic stress, medications, and pesticides. But today, your liver, your gut, your kidneys, the systems designed to keep you clean, are working overtime. And unlike a machine, your body doesn't flash a warning light when these systems start to overload. Instead, the signs show up quietly: the sluggish digestion, the low energy, the skin flare-ups, the brain fog, the stubborn belly fat that doesn't respond to diet or exercise. Most people ignore these whispers until they become shouts. And here's the real secret: modern medicine doesn't always have a pill to fix it. Because the problem isn't something foreign invading your body. It's your body struggling to keep up with the world you're living in. But here's the good news: nature has always given us tools to support these cleansing systems. Foods that don't just nourish, but actively detoxify, restore, and reset your body from the inside out. Over the next hour, I want to take you deep into 6 of the most powerful, science-backed foods that can cleanse your system naturally. Some are ordinary, already sitting in your kitchen. Others might surprise you, but each has been studied. Each has a unique way of helping your body carry out the extraordinary task of detoxification. Let's start with one of the simplest, and yet, one of the most profound. Chapter 1. Lemon, the morning trigger. You probably don't think twice about a lemon. Maybe you slice it into your water. Maybe you drizzle it over fish. Maybe you ignore it in your fridge until it shrivels up. But this bright yellow fruit is far more than a garnish. In ancient Ayurvedic medicine, warm lemon water was considered a tonic, a ritual to awaken digestion and cleanse the system. Centuries later, modern science is showing they weren't wrong. At the biochemical level, lemon is loaded with vitamin C, bioactive flavonoids like iriositrin and hesperidin, and a remarkable compound called limonene. Together, these act directly on the liver and digestive tract, your body's frontline detox organs. So how does it work? The key lies in bile production. When you drink lemon water, especially first thing in the morning, you stimulate your liver to produce bile. Bile is not just for breaking down fat, it's also the body's garbage truck, carrying fat-soluble toxins out of the liver and into the intestines for elimination. Without enough bile, toxins can get recirculated back into the bloodstream, fueling inflammation, hormone imbalances, and sluggish digestion. And here's where lemon's chemistry shines. Limonene, concentrated in the peel but also present in the juice, has been shown in multiple studies to enhance bile flow, protect the stomach lining, and even reduce inflammation. Meanwhile, vitamin C goes to work as a free radical neutralizer. Free radicals are unstable molecules generated when your liver breaks down toxins. If left unchecked, they damage liver cells, accelerate aging, and impair detox capacity. By supplying ample vitamin C, lemon acts like a firefighter, dousing the sparks before they spread. A fascinating study published in Nutrition and Metabolism in 2014 demonstrated that lemon polyphenols reduced weight gain and fat accumulation in mice fed a high-fat diet. The mechanism: improved liver function, reduced oxidative stress, and modulation of lipid metabolism. In other words, lemon wasn't just refreshing, it was actively helping the liver handle excess fat and toxins. Even more intriguing, The flavonoid iriacetrin has been shown to reduce liver inflammation and increase antioxidant enzyme levels in experimental models of liver injury. It's as if lemon flips on your internal defense systems. Now, here's the subtle but important detail. Lemon also appears to reduce stress hormones like cortisol. Excess cortisol, the hormone of chronic stress, worsens inflammation and disrupts detox pathways. By lowering cortisol, lemon indirectly helps the liver do its work in a calmer, less inflamed environment. So what's the practical takeaway? Start your day with half a lemon squeezed into warm water. It's a ritual that costs almost nothing, yet primes your liver, hydrates your body, and provides a surge of antioxidants. For an extra boost, add turmeric or ginger slices to your lemon water for synergistic anti-inflammatory effects. Caution: if you have acid reflux, ulcers, or gastritis, go slow. Lemon is acidic, and while it becomes alkaline once metabolized, the acidity can aggravate sensitive stomachs. But for most people, that humble glass of lemon water each morning is like a gentle nudge to your body's cleansing machinery, waking it up, giving it fuel, and telling it, it's time to get to work. Chapter 2. Beets, the blood cleanser. If lemon is the morning spark, beets are the underground powerhouse. Their deep crimson color isn't just eye-catching, it's the visible signature of a family of compounds called betalains. For centuries, beets were used medicinally. Ancient Romans prescribed them for digestion and blood purification. Today, we understand why. Betalains, particularly betanin, are potent antioxidants and anti-inflammatories, but their real magic lies in supporting the liver's phase to detoxification. Let me explain. Detox in the liver happens in two major phases. Phase I involves taking a toxin, whether it's a chemical, a pesticide, or even a hormone, and breaking it down into smaller pieces. But here's the catch. Those intermediate products are often more toxic than the original substance. That's where phase 2 comes in. Phase 2 is like the packaging department. It binds those harmful fragments to molecules like glutathione, sulfate, or glycine, making them water-soluble so they can be excreted safely in bile or urine. Beets, through their betalains, enhance phase 2 activity. Studies have shown that betanin increases the activity of enzymes like glutathione transferase, the very enzyme responsible for neutralizing toxic intermediates. In other words, beets don't just protect the liver from toxins, they help the liver transform toxins into forms the body can actually get rid of. And that's just the beginning. Beets are also rich in dietary nitrates. Once ingested, your body converts these into nitric oxide, a molecule that dilates blood vessels, lowers blood pressure, and improves circulation. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients delivered to the liver and kidneys, the very organs handling detox. Think of nitric oxide as clearing the highways so the garbage trucks your detox pathways can move faster. The evidence is compelling. In 2018, a clinical study on patients with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease (NAFLD) showed that daily consumption of beetroot juice significantly reduced liver enzymes like ALT and AST, biomarkers of liver stress and inflammation. Participants also had reduced oxidative stress markers, showing the antioxidant power of beet compounds. Beets also contain trimethylglycine (TMG), also called betaine. This compound supports methylation, a biochemical process critical for detoxifying heavy metals, regulating DNA expression, and even producing neurotransmitters. Methylation is like the master switchboard of detox. If it falters, toxins build up, hormones get imbalanced, and mood disorders can appear. That's why athletes also love beet juice, not just for detox, but for performance. The nitric oxide boost improves oxygen delivery to muscles, delaying fatigue and enhancing endurance. How should you use beets? Fresh beet juice is one of the best ways to harness their benefits. Combine beets with carrots, lemon, and a small apple for sweetness, and you'll have a liver-loving tonic. Roasting beets with olive oil preserves nutrients and makes them delicious. A serving of half a cup to 1 cup a day is enough for most people. But there's a caveat. Beets are high in oxalates, compounds that can contribute to kidney stone formation in predisposed individuals. If you've had calcium oxalate stones, moderate your beet intake and consult your doctor. For most people, though, beets are one of the simplest, most colourful ways to support the liver, improve circulation, and boost the body's natural detox capacity. Chapter 3. Garlic, the sulfur shield. Few foods are as instantly recognizable as garlic. Its pungent aroma, its sharp taste, it's unmistakable. But behind that intense smell lies one of the most potent natural detoxifiers known to medicine. Garlic owes its power to organosulfur compounds, especially allicin and diallyl disulfide. These molecules are released when garlic is chopped, crushed, or chewed, which is why freshly prepared garlic is so much more powerful than processed powder. So what do these sulfur compounds actually do? First, they activate liver detox enzymes. Both phase 1 and phase 2 detox pathways are stimulated, meaning garlic helps the body process toxins more quickly and eliminate them more safely. Think of garlic as pressing the accelerator on your liver's cleansing machinery. Second, garlic stimulates the production of glutathione. Glutathione is often called the master ant.